Hi, it's Josh, and if you watch as much YouTube as I do, then you've had that day where YouTube's algorithm will be on a roll with its recommendations, spitting hot fire at you and you just can't help but watch every video on that new person's channel you just discovered, and then the next day it's just all the same stuff again. That doesn't stop you from watching it again, of course, but there has to be other good content on YouTube. Where is it all hiding? I've been finding a lot of good YouTube videos recently, so today I'm going to be doing what YouTube recommendations are supposed to be doing and hitting you with some of that
quality content.
Now, YouTube's a chaotic jungle of variety, which makes sense. Everyone has their own interests, and there's probably a YouTube channel out there for everyone. Want to learn about the latest advancements in smartphones? MKBHD. Want to know how humans are going to take over space? Kurzgesagt. Want to learn about the origin of video games? Video Game Donkey. But you already know who those guys are. The actual reason you're on YouTube is to watch someone cut spaghetti with a guillotine in slow motion. To watch someone make spaghetti with a hydraulic press. To watch someone put spaghetti into a grinder so they can turn it into a sausage and cook it again. The real reason you're on YouTube is so you can watch someone put baked beans into a soft serve machine to make ice cream. The real reason...
I'm a scatman.
Wait, how did I get here? Okay, but for real, there are a lot of amazing creators out there. Admittedly, a lot of channels I'm going to speak about are already pretty big, but there's just so many out there now, it's easy to miss out on some incredible stuff, and popularity definitely doesn't equal quality. I mean, look at the trending tab. Yeah, every now and again a hidden gem will turn up, but I've never used it to discover anything good. There's just so much clickbait, drama, celebrity stuff, and so I'm going to lay down the law. I'll tell you where the real juicy stuff is. Not everything here will be for everyone. I know there's a lot of good stuff out there that just isn't for me, but I'm hoping you'll find something interesting in what I watch. To organize a little bit, I've devised some loose categories, starting with comedy, entertainment, short story, whatever you call this. The first channel I'm going to mention is Jack and Dean. They've been making stuff for years, but I always enjoy how well made their recent videos are.
So the baggage represents baggage.
Yeah.
Clever.
There's also this similar channel called Chris and Jack, and they recently did this collaboration together. Check those out if you're a fan of that kind of thing. Jack from Chris and Jack is actually the voice actor for Sokka from The Last Airbender. I really like these kind of coincidences. Amid the coronavirus, this one video got really popular on Reddit, and it made me discover another really funny YouTuber explaining the pandemic to my past self.
You know what? Put a little money in Zoom. Isn't that a conferencing app? Yes, trust me. Okay.
And don't forget about its sequel. And now, maybe into the more dumb, funny stuff. There's this channel called The Bread Boys that does this.
Nothing! No! It's not anime! It's not...
I don't need to describe it. The video speaks for itself. There's also this quite small, but I found really funny YouTuber called Internet Superstar David Elliott. Just silly stuff. If you've been on YouTube a long time, then you probably heard of Freddie W, who makes these kind of action comedy VFX shorts. He's in this video by Corridor where they try and figure out the coolest way of reloading a gun. If you like that one, make sure to check out the sequel. This channel is a bit different from the others.
You don't have a name yet. What would you like to name yourself?
Name myself? Yes, I think I want to be called Barbara.
It's a bit difficult to explain what kind of content he does, other than every video will end up filling you with faith for humanity or existential dread, but every single video he puts out is just really thought-provoking, and I love that. Transitioning to more educationally-ish videos, I cannot leave out Captain Disillusion. He is the VFX king on YouTube, having done almost all of his VFX by himself. It's completely mind-blowing as a video editor now about the stuff he creates. Recently he made this incredible video explaining color, and I've never seen it explained better than in this video. The way everything is put together is a masterpiece. As a little aside, I also found this A short little video about measurement systems, kind of funny. I just remembered this YouTube channel that I subscribed to years ago called Hackadashery, where he explained P versus MP. This was before I started my computer science degree, so it was pretty new to me at the time, and it was such an incredible video. This is the first time I'd ever learned about kind of complexities of problems, so it was really interesting. But he only uploaded one video. A real shame, but I just got to assume that he's now doing something amazing in his life instead. Next up, I'm going to talk about video game essay channels. Essay channels have kind of been very popular recently. I'm not so convinced that a lot of them are that great, but there are definitely some really good ones out there. The king of video game design essays has to be Game Maker's Toolkit. Every video is just incredible quality, and it's really the channel that got me into game design in the first place. I was always just interested in programming and video games, but I never really thought about the design too much until this video, and now I really like the topic.
It would be bad if they only ran away half of the time, because then the player can build a plan that will only work half of the time.
But every video is different. Some of them have conversations with the actual developers, and they're really quite interesting. Also, really recently, I discovered this video called The State of Movement Shooters 2. I clicked on this not really expecting much. There are a lot of video game essays out there, but this one, it really caught me off guard and made me want to play Titanfall 2.
The amount of things that happen in any one fight could probably fill out a college essay on momentum conservation, but I'll just give you the thesis statement. Standing still equals you are dead!
This one's a bit odd, but this video called A New Impossible Coin by Panankoic is just, I don't know how to describe it, but it was super interesting just hearing his thought process on solving this mystery that no one had probably ever thought to ask before. His channel has so much information on Super Mario 64, it rivals Wikipedia's knowledge on the universe. Maybe not useful information for my daily life, but this one video is great. These next videos are about music. Even if you're not a musician yourself, I still recommend these because they're good videos. This video about the interface design of Sibelius struck a chord with me because I remember using the software at secondary school and I really hated the user interface. Again, I didn't think much of this video when I clicked on it, and I wasn't expecting to watch all 20 minutes, but
surely not hidden away here up behind this plus icon. The plus icon universally understood to mean add something. Oh man, they are here. Why would you use this to mean part score?
I was really impressed by the end of the video. It was this video and The State of Movement Shooters 2 that made me want to make this video. It's, I can't really talk about it too much without spoiling, but just go watch it. Interestingly, this guy, after making a few videos on the interface design of several pieces of music software, landed himself a job on one of the open source programs that he looked at, which, if that's not the greatest ending to a story I never thought I would care about, I don't know what is. Combining my interest for comedy skits, Daniel Thrasher makes really good, funny, music-based sketches. He's pretty big now, but they're good. And then combining my interest with video games, I found this really good channel that looks at the sound design in many Nintendo games.
Sound or music that comes from a speaker gets put through sound filters, not only based on what kind of speaker it is, but where it is.
This video on the sound design in Animal Crossing really made me appreciate how much effort was put into it that I didn't realize before. Next, I'm going to straight up talk about music. I really like YouTube for music discovery. Through the recommendation system, I've found loads of really good music. I especially love it when it just sends you off the deep end. I just love hearing these random, silly things that people come up with, and when you're listening to this wacky nonsense, sometimes you just can't help but feel, why do these drums just fit so well? I also just recently found a song about living in quarantine. It's a fun listen.
Even Mr. Google's like, bro, you need to figure this out on your own. On my own.
If you're interested in what music I listen to, I put together a kind of higgledy-piggledy short YouTube playlist of some songs that I really like. I also made a Spotify playlist, but it's missing like half the songs. I put it in the description if you want to trash on my music taste. and as I transition into the last genre, animation, I have a kind of soft spot for these music animation combination things. Videos like this, I really love. Go watch this one if you're also a fan of smooth motion graphics over music. Okay, animation. There are a lot of big YouTube channels that do animation, but sometimes it's the medium-sized ones that really get to me. I watched this video called KittyCat96 by Vune, and watching this video in the dark, after not knowing what to expect, felt a little leery. A lot of their videos are quite dark, and good. They're really interesting stories. You could call them deep, but the meaning of the word has become rather shallow recently. Of course, I couldn't not mention SpongeBob the anime. Don't underestimate this one. It's obvious a lot of effort went into it. I found out about this one because I'm subscribed to someone who does really good orchestral covers, and then it turned out that they were the one behind the music. And it makes sense. It just all comes together in this masterpiece. And then for my last recommendation, it's James Lee. His animations are I just love this incomprehensible animation style. A lot of people explain it as kind of a source filmmaker look, but in real life, all of his videos just make me so uncomfortable, but they're also simultaneously very gorgeous and I can't stop looking at them. Go watch them, maybe feel a little disgusted, but also try to admire the masterful way he uses colour. Okay, that was a little celebration of the YouTube channels I watch. You can find every single one in the description. I hope some of our interests intersected, helping you find something that you like. Tell me in the comments if I helped you make a big discovery. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.